Welcome to the live sound stage sponsored by New Tech at METALCON. We are in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Heidi Ellsworth, and we are starting day one with some great interviews, and I have Steve here from MetalForming. Hello.
Good morning, Heidi. How are we doing this morning?
We're doing great. This is your hometown.
This is. We're excited to be here at METALCON. My name is Steve Gosk. I'm the president of MetalForming. This is our hometown here in Atlanta, so couldn't be any better to have everyone here, both our customers, our own suppliers, here to support the show.
Yeah, and you know what? We were just here, 6 weeks ago at HQ.
Yeah, seemed like yesterday.
Yeah, such great video. We learned so much. But being here and looking at the show, wow, we've got a lot going on and a lot thing. In your booth, right behind us, you can almost see it, is spectacular. Can you tell us just a little bit about MetalForming before we kind of get into what's happening at the show?
Sure. We are a reseller of machines, and with that we focus on metal folding, metal bending equipment, along with roll forming and coil processing. We support the products in the market, full array of install, service, training, as well as parts support, technical support for the business. We inventory a lot of product here right at our warehouse in Atlanta, so we're able to ship right out of our inventory often.
Full service.
Full service.
That's what contractors need. They need a partner who they can depend on from the beginning to the end.
Absolutely.
All the way through. What are some of the machines that you have in the booth, and what are some of the things that you're talking about with contractors and everyone else, all the sheet metal shops that are here?
Sure. So hopefully everyone who comes to our booth at this show is going to notice a difference from MetalForming. We're focusing on some of the marketing messaging to the customers so that we can actually clearly call out exactly what MetalForming does for the customer, what value, what benefit we provide, and what all they're going to see when they come into the booth. With that, we have all of our suppliers represented that are supporting the architectural metal roofing markets with equipment, again, around the coil processing, metal folding, as well as roll forming. Yeah. And when they come into the booth, they're going to see some clear messaging, not only on what the machines that are in the booth and what they'll do for the customer, but also what we provide from a service standpoint, our field tech, service support, refurbishment of machines, also all the technical support that we offer. So we're really laser focused on providing that messaging, so when the customer comes into the booth, they can go directly to the areas that they have interest, go to one of our experts that are well knowledge in that machine, again, whether it's one of our supplier partners that are here supporting us or one of our own employees, and get whatever answered question they need done.
Yeah, well, you and I were just talking about this a little while ago, but really when you're looking at whether it's contractors, HVAC, roofing, or if it's sheet metal shops, they're all at some point in a journey where they are either starting and want to build their own shop, or they're going to that next level.
Correct.
Talk a little bit about how your team, your field techs, really kind of help those contractors and sheet metal shops take that journey step by step.
Yeah, I think first and foremost, it's important that we respect where that customer is, have an appreciation where they are today in that journey.
Yeah.
And I don't care if they're spending $100,000 or $1 million, it's a lot of money.
It is.
And relative to any one of these customers, it's a lot of money for them. And with that comes the expectation of the performance of the machine and the value that they're getting and the support that they receive after that sale. And that doesn't matter regardless of where you're at in your journey.
Right.
And so we really do have product from that initial purchase of trying to get into fabrication to somebody who's a major fabricator in the architectural roofing market that's looking to improve efficiencies or help with things like the demand of labor and the shortage of labor. So we really offer a full range of products. The question I love our team to ask is what are you doing today, and what do you want to be doing 5 years from now? And very, very proud when our team doesn't oversell something that's beyond what the customer needs, and it's something that really fits their application requirements and really fits where they want to be down the road.
Yeah.
And it's so matching important. Those two things together, understanding that application, using our expertise and knowledge, and really be that trusted partner with them on their journey, again, wherever they are on that journey today.
that makes so much sense, and not enough people talk about that, of really understanding where you are as a consumer, as a contractor, whatever, what you need, and not overselling. I love that, because that just leads to problems for the field techs, for the contractor, for everybody.
For sure.
It's not in a good space. And you can get there as you go, because the markets, I mean, and Steve, I'd love to get your insights on this, because I'm just hearing over and over. We just had a Women in Metal this morning, talking about how much the steel market, how much metal buildings, how much all the fabrication is growing. It's just, it's off the charts.
Yeah. I mean, we get a lot of market data, and to your point, you know, the metal roofing market specifically continues to make good headwinds into the rest of the roofing segment. And so with that is a lot more people getting into the space from the contractor standpoint to support that growth. Manufacturers, machines, materials are all starting to evolve to support that growth. You know, for us, you know, it is a logical progression from the first, you know, stages of someone getting into fabrication, where they want to support their own contracting activity. Right. They want to control their schedule, they want to control their pricing, they want to sell product to others in their market, to that evolution as they start to do that more and more. I think a key element today is, you know, there's pieces of the market that are more commoditized than others, and there's a lot of price pressure in those commoditized areas. So the more that these fabricators could get into space using some of the technology and the machines to do something that differentiates themselves, there's more margin in that for them, but it's also another reason for their customer not to go to anybody else to even ask the question. They can self-contain their exposure to that customer and really control their relationship with the end customer.
It's so true. One of the areas that we are hearing and seeing a lot is metal siding, and contractors are getting into metal siding. They're forming their own, and it is a whole new area, especially with all the patterns and the cool metal that's out there. So I think as the contractors, as you're all watching this, and if you're not here at MetalCon, you need to
come
get
on
online
down.
and figure, if you're here, come into the booth. There's going to be so much equipment here that can help you get to that next stage.
Right.
And we didn't even touch on labor savings. So there's a topic for another day, but labor savings is key, right, for a lot of people who are walking in.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, you know, the various equipment we have offer various levels of solutions based on that customer's business. Yeah. You know, you can come into the booth, you can see, you know, a good majority or sampling of the equipment that we have. We have everything from a complete coil processing line in our booth, so a decoiler, a coil processing slitter, making blanks, cut the length, you know, go into a stacking table, and then a recoiler. You can see that whole process demonstrated and really get a good sense for what that could do for you potentially in your business.
Yeah, it's
just
almost
as one
like
example.
Seeing the future. Seeing the future of your shop.
You know, it's highly automated, and really gains some efficiencies and helps with the labor savings, but again offers some differentiation for what else might be out there in your particular segment. Yeah, it is so cool. It's one of my favorite things to do. Go sit in the booth and just watch the machines work. It is the automation, the cuts, what you guys create. It's just fantastic. And that's why we make the investment to be here, just for that, because there's so many people who have not touched and, you know, kicked the tires on an application or technology. They want to come see it, they want to put their hands on it, they want to talk to experts, they want to experience it, and that's why we're here at MetalCon. Yeah, it's great. Great show. Great show. And now we are tomorrow going to actually have live to YouTube in the booth at MetalForming. So you're going to be able to see some of these machines. So stay tuned, because we've got a lot of great stuff coming up. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you. And thank you all for watching. We are going to be here in the next 3 days. Some of the best in metal construction is here, and we're excited to show it to you. So if you're here at MetalCon, stop by our booth at 901 and say hi. And be sure to stop by the MetalForming booth, which is right next to us, and check out all those machines. You can also find all that information on Metal Coffee Shop and Roofers Coffee Shop in the MetalForming directory. So lots of great information and amazing videos. So we will see you soon. We'll be back with more interviews from MetalCon 2024.